You know, we stay locked in. We're forced to do our business at ungodly hours. We find ourselves having to sneak out and sneak in. We look for a window to sneak out when the traffic lets up. But it never lets up. So I'll simply say it's been nightmarish, and it speaks to the government's inability to manage logistics around port operations. We would have expected that the Ministry of Transport would have devolved cargo traffic to other ports in the country, like the Port Harcourt, the Warri, the Koko, the Calabar ports. But that hasn't happened. And with that, when that doesn't happen, your guess is as good as mine. What happens to what other businesses that are impacted by the traffic situation? You know, we've not been able to get around. You know, if I choose to go to the island now, I have to go through a long circuitous route. Rather than go through Mile 2, Orile, then the Lagos Island, I have to go all the way back to Oshodi. Then I hit Third Mainland just to get to the island. And I come back the same way. So if I have a 12 o'clock meeting, I have to leave my office at 9 o'clock or 9:30 just to get to the island. So it tells you what's going on.
The impact on the businesses in the affected communities by the activities of unchecked businesses of truck owners have been, to say the least, very excruciating.
From this environment down to Tinkan happens to know a place is a larger market in Africa for automobile business. But since the starting of this, let me say so, for the past 4 months till now, the business has been very, not only our business, not only automobile business, every business in this environment is being grounded because of this tanker. Formerly it was tanker and container. After a while, tanker now leave, the container now filled up the road. And it's really affecting us in this business and at the same time the residents in this environment. If you come here by 8, 9, 10, this service lane, you see normally the normal commercial vehicle applying here, you cannot see anyone presently now because the road is totally blocked with tanker that I don't know where they are going and with container as well. Then anybody that wants to go, well, that wants to go out of this environment has to cross over to the other side and take one way. Take one way. Use Okada to where you are going. If you are going to Papa, going to Wharf, going to Tinkan, going to Bega, the larger market or where automobile business is being transacted, you have to take Okada one way to the place. Therefore as well, apply one way, which is a normal Lagos transport means. Apply one way for you to get to where you are going, and still the hold up is still on both sides.
Lagos State has a serious emergency situation on its hands. In Lagos, I know there was a time when Apapa had a higher social standing than Victoria Island. I remember that time. But today, nobody wants to touch Apapa with a long pole. A lot of people have moved out. There used to be several embassies there. They are not there anymore. You used to have more expatriate population in Apapa than you had in VI. They are all gone. They are all gone. It speaks to a total lack of capacity to organize. I'm talking about us as a people. I'm talking about those who manage their affairs here in Lagos. They can do a whole lot better. Lagos is the poster boy for Nigeria. If Lagos succeeds, the rest of Nigeria will succeed. Because when you talk about population explosion, it is here in Lagos. There are more than 20 million residents here. Forget what the politically contrived figures the census has thrown up. Apapa, Amuwo, First Stack, Satellites, and other adjoining communities shut in as a result of the tanker and trailer menace. Your guess is as good as mine what has happened or what will happen to the economy, to commercial activities in these areas. You have an emergency situation on your hands. And the earlier it is declared, better for all of us.
Property value have gone abysmally low. Several shops are up for rent, with no one stopping by to ask for such use. Commercial buses now run in the opposite direction of highway, and that's for the few who still have the courage to ply the route. Nigeria is an ingenious country with citizens that persevere. So out of the ashes of a distraught environment, a community of new enterprise is springing forth. The congestion and total blockage of vehicular traffic now means heavy movement and concentration of people who must patronize these merchants.
The container drivers, they are here. They even beg to extend that they eat here, they bet here. We had well which they fetch their water to bet. But the in thing there is that at times they come out to beg for money to eat. You that have not sold, you that your business has not gone well, then look at people, Nigerians there, which they are on their own, who come and meet you, say they've not eaten, give them money to eat. I tell you, the effect in this environment is very bad. It's very, very bad. It's not encouraging. Just look in between the containers. You see how messed up they are because, right, they don't have home to everything they do just on this road.
More and more people are thinking the solution through and creating innovations to wade through the hard times.